Welcome to Blonde Cards and Crafts. Let's make something together. Hello everyone, today we're going to make this fun Z-fold card. Before we start making our card, I wanted to share with you this paper pad that I picked up in Lidl's here in Ireland. Now I know that they have it in the Lidl's UK as well. It's made by a German company called Crelando. There's 25 sheets and they're all at 270 GSM. They're really vibrant, beautiful colours and they weren't expensive. In Ireland they cost $3.49 each and I picked up 3 packs of this paper. So I'm going to use this soft blue colour for all my background layers. So let's get started with making the card. So here I have a 10 by 7 card blank. It's scored at 5 and again at 2.5. And this is going to make our Z-fold. I have some mats and layers here and I've picked 2 different types of paper because they're 6 by 6 papers. I'm going to go down by 1/2. So our blue mat here measures 6.5 by 2. And you're going to need 2 of those. You're also going to need 2 pieces of the pattern paper and they're going to sit on our blue matte layers like this. And they are going to measure 1.5 by 6. And again you'll need 2 of those. And then for the mats and layers on the main part of the card I have 4. This blue piece is 6.5 by 4.5. Then this striped piece, that's going to measure 6 by 4. And then I have a white piece of card for the sentiment and that's going to measure 3.5 by 5. Now I have this little strip of paper and it measures 3.5 by 1/2 inch. I'm going to pop that on there, but it will get more or less covered up by this, and this is going to give it our Z-fold. So this piece of card is a scrap left over from cutting my layers. It measures 9.5 by 2.25 and I've scored it at 4.25 and 7.1/8. Now I'm also going to need 3 pieces of the paper. So I've cut 2 out in the pineapple and 1 out in the striped. And they're going to go on to that piece of card. So the striped piece here I'm going to put on the left hand side and it measures 4.5 by 2. I'm going to need 2 more pieces. So I'm alternating. I have these 2 under where the striped pieces and vice versa, and they measure 2.1/8 by 2. And like I said, you're going to need 2 of those. So that's more or less everything we need except for a sentiment. I'm going to use one of the epoxy stickers, the Hello Sunshine, and I'll probably go for one of the smaller ones. I have the Aloha here die cut out in some orange and pink card, but I'm not quite happy with the colours of that, so I'm going to use some blue and yellow card to die cut them out. But let's speed it up now and start with getting the card put together. So I've slowed us back down now as I'm going to attach our Z-fold part onto the card. This is going to be stuck down on the very left hand side. If we stick the whole piece down that has the aloha on it, then it won't be able to open. So we just need to put some tape or glue onto that left side there where my thumb is resting. But this will give you an idea of how it looks once we've finished. So what I need to do here is get an idea of how far on the left hand side I need to put my tape or my glue. So I've got my pencil here and I'm going to lift up the card so I can see how far using the pencil. I want to mark that little piece there, but I don't want it to be seen from the inside. So I have my mark there and I'll know how far I need to put my glue or my tape. And I've given myself a little arrow because more times than not I put the tape in the wrong place. So I know that I need to do on the right hand side just up as far as my little mark there. So I'm going to use plenty of my really strong adhesive tape, and I'll have a link to that down below. I've seen Desiree from Include a Thank You use some of this type of tape and I was able to source it here in Ireland, and I really love using it. It's really strong. So I'm going to faff around with some tape. I'm going to put some of my tape on the back of some I've taken off. This way I can cut it down to the size I like. And I'm going to cut little strips into this tape. And then I can use it to piece together how far I want my tape to go. So here we go, I have all my tape on that I want, and next thing I'm going to do is take the release paper off of that. And this tape, the release paper comes off really easy on it, so there's not so much faffing around trying to get all of those little pieces off. And now I need to make sure that I have this panel placed where I want it to go. So I'm looking to the bottom right as well as to the bottom left to make sure it's where I want it to be on the card. And then I'm going to press it down and voila, there we go. So I just need to put some tape now on this blue piece that's facing up. And I'm going to cut some of my tape and get that ready to stick down. Once I've all my tape nicely down, I'm going to take off the release paper, and then I'm going to put that piece of card down, and that's going to sit on the right bottom hand side. And I'm going to make sure that everything is nice and level and straight, and then I'm going to press down on that. And that's it. That is basically our Z-fold card. All we've got to do now is just put some embellishments on it. All we need now is to finish our card by putting some embellishment on it, and to do that I'm going to use the lovely enamel dots that came in the kit, and they come in a baby blue colour, a pale coffee colour, peach colour, purple colour and a lovely green colour. So I'm going to place them all around the card. With all our enamel dots on the card, that'll be us finished. All I'll have to do is stamp my little logo on the back, and I have a scrap little piece of the patterned paper with the pineapple, watermelon and flowers on it. It's literally 1/4 of an inch wide by 5 inches long, and I'm going to stick that on the very back of the card as well. So all that's left for me to do and say is thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. I'd also like to thank all the subscribers who are watching, and if you're not a subscriber, I'd encourage you to click the bell icon down below, so anytime I post a video, you'll be notified. I'd like to thank Lizi for providing us with a fantastic kit this July. It is totally a sweet kit, really lovely, and I've enjoyed playing with it. So that's it for now. I'm going to leave you with some images of the card, and until next time, bye for now.